What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Solo. Ooh-wee. Listen, guys, it has been a bloodbath the last 4 days, and it looks like it's going to continue. Anyway, I haven't been live in a minute, so let me just double check to see what's going on. Make sure the audio is okay. And by the way, I'm here with a quick video, right? Now, I know people are wondering what's going on. Hold on one second. Awesome. Okay, we live. All right, guys. So for those wondering, as most of you know, I haven't been as active on YouTube this year. For those who are aware, I've been more active on Patreon. As I've said last year, I don't know why people are wondering where I'm at, that 80% of my content will be on Patreon from now on. And 20% will be on YouTube, right? However, I decided, you know what? Let me go live first before the Fed meeting, because I know what's going to happen, right? Because that's what I was really waiting for. I was waiting for the Fed meeting, okay? And for those who are not aware, the Fed meeting is today, right? Today's June the 15th at 2:30 Eastern time. And there's been a lot of there's a lot of fear in the market, a lot of fear. This is reminiscent of 2020, and to me, this is kind of amazing because they're running the same play they did in 2020. Okay, but let's take a quick look at the market. So Bitcoin is at 20,545 to be exact. As I'm making this video, Ethereum is at $1,000. 1,060 to be exact, right? Now, surprisingly, ADA and XRP, they've healed pretty resilient. ADA is at 46 cents, 47 if you want to round it up. XRP is at 30.6 cents. I mean, a lot of these prices, Dogecoin at 5 cents, Shiba Inu is at the 7 marker. A lot of these prices are prices that we haven't seen since last year or even since 2020, right? And so let's take a look at the fear to greed index. The fear to greed index is at a 7, right? This is extreme fear. And one of the things I always find interesting is you always have people that come into the crypto space, right? And they always, for example, when crypto is always at the top or at the all-time high, then you always have people saying, oh man, Bitcoin is 70 or 69. Man, I wish I would have gotten in that 30. Then Bitcoin goes to 30. Oh man, I don't know about now, man. That's too low, man. It's always interesting when the market drops that the people that complain about that they wish they would have gotten in lower, when it goes in lower, then they don't want to jump in, right? And let me just say that for anybody who is new to crypto, and I'm talking about 12 months or less, I know if you got into crypto a month ago when it was 34, or you got into crypto 6 months ago when it was 50K, right? This sucks. Yeah, definitely. I know you're looking at it and you're like, damn, man, this is, I lost X amount, because nobody wants to be down 60, 70, 80, 90%, right? But if you talk to anybody, and by the way, I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. It's your boy, Solomon Jones. But if you talk to anybody who's been in the crypto space for a year and a half, you know what they're going to tell you? They're like, man, this is a buying opportunity, right? And I'm going to explain here momentarily why, okay? Shout out to Money Buggy. He says, it's at my buying price right now, and I DCA all week. Yeah, you know what? Not financial advice, but yeah, man, listen, once it goes below 20K, I'm dollar cost averaging as well, right? Definitely. And, people are predicting that'll go down, technical analysis down to 19.5. We've got a lot of strong support at 19.5. If that breaks, then 15K. And if it breaks 15K, guys, we going anywhere from 3 to 5K, right? But the reality is that even technical analysis guys can't predict this, because this is a falling knife, right? Nobody could have predicted the Terra Luna situation, and they definitely couldn't have predicted the Celsius situation. So all these TA guys saying, "Oh, well, Bitcoin is going down to 20K. That's the bottom." Nobody knows what the bottom is, right? And I know technical analysis guys want to pride themselves on saying that they know what the bottom is, but if they knew what the bottom was or is, come on now, you know. Shout out to Lex Xavier. He says, "Shout out to Solo for covering this. Most crypto dudes are quiet right now." Yeah, Lex, like I said, I don't, as I said, for people who are wondering where I'm at, I'm on Patreon, guys, right? So this is where I post 80% of my content now is on Patreon. If you notice, I post a lot of different things. I've been very, very active on Patreon. And I said it in 2020 that, I'll be active on YouTube only 20% of the time. So, check me out on Patreon because I post on Patreon on a damn near daily basis, right? But here's the thing. They're talking about a $350 ETH, right? And once again, guys, this has 2020 vibes. And I'm thinking to myself, ooh, see, when ETH went down to $100 back in 2020, I bought a little bit. And people, oh, it's over. It's over. It's done. And what happened after March 2020 when ETH went down to $100? Right. We'll get into more of that in a moment. Q Millis once says, "I'm rubbing my hands together, looking to buy in if BTC hits 10K. Yeah, I mean, listen, like I said, if it goes below 15K, you know what I'm saying? And we haven't even had the Fed meeting yet. Now, I understand that if you're out of funds right now, it sucks. I get it. I totally understand. And I understand for a lot of nobs, people that don't understand crypto, they might be fearful, or even some of the vets, right? And remember, like I said, you got to have ice cold veins to be in this market. But a lot of people that I'm talking to, man, they are excited because this is a buying opportunity. And like I said, I'll explain here why in a moment. AIL says, "I bought every blue chip coin." Yes, sir, AAIL. Salute to you. DJ World War III says, "Peace, Solo, peace to you." Blue City Nerd says, "I've been buying, ignoring all the FUD going on." Yeah, bro. I mean, listen, man. We'll get into more of that in a moment. We'll get more into that in a moment. Joseph says, "I'm destroying everything, Potato Joe." AIL says, "I'm hoping ETH goes to $800. I mean, at this rate, it's definitely going to 800, maybe even lower, right? Have some buy orders set. No, not financial advice, but get your limit orders ready just in case." John Thomas says, "I know Bitcoin and Ethereum will survive. Many others will not with this recession." Yeah. This is a bloodbath, right? We haven't seen anything like this since 2020. I mean, they just ran the same play 2 years ago, right? This is exciting, and I'm going to explain here why. The paper hands will be shaken out in this run, right? You guys already know diamond hands, right? And for people who criticize my diamond hands, we're going to get into that. I got something for those people today because I've been hearing a lot of people criticizing, "Oh, your diamond hands is outdated. Diamond hands is 2020, man. Diamond handed that. What happened next? Right? 2018, 2019, diamond hands, right? And if you guys think this is brutal, you guys should have been in 2019. Oh, man, 2019 was brutal too. Let's not forget for the vets. Money Buggy says, "Extra 1K to put on ETH." Yeah, I'm telling you, man, ETH is at a bargain sale right now. Bluff City Nerd says, "If SHIB adds another 0, I'm really stacking my chips." Tacman Clan Killer says, "Amazon is now $103. That's why I didn't buy before the split. Hopefully Amazon goes under 100. Yeah, that's another thing, right? Stock markets are getting clapped up too. Stocks are getting clapped up too. And guys, one thing that I am sure of with the Fed meeting today is going to be a lot more clapping going on. It's going to be a lot more clapping going on. Hold on, man. Had to take a swig of this Perrier. You know, it's amazing because like every time Bitcoin crashes, I got to make one of these videos, bro. Like, just go through my playlist. I like, oh, it's done. It's finished. Bitcoin is done. And then it's kind of like, then I got to pull out the charts and show the historic things and all of that, right? Damon waits a salute to you, Solo. Appreciate you. Right. So let's get straight into it. So, what are causing this crash? Well, obviously, as I just said, it's not just Bitcoin and crypto that are crashing, but stocks as well, right? We're dealing with the most fear in the market since 2020. And why is that? So now this is the lowest price since December of 2020, right? Now, if you want to go a little back in time, back in 2017, when I got into crypto, right? I got into crypto in March of 2017. May of 2017. In this time of the year, Bitcoin was in 2017 2,500, right? So what is causing the fear? The fear is basically um, by crypto lender Celsius. They froze their withdrawals and transfers between account, right? Now, for those who are wondering, well, what does, and that's part of it, right? There's other issues too that we're going to get into here in a moment. But what caused it is that, with the whole Terra Luna situation, where Terra Luna basically lost 40 billion in value overnight and went down to zero, there's a lot of fear from Celsius customers that are trying to withdraw their funds. And the problem is that Celsius doesn't have the liquidity. It's illiquid. So what that means is, in layman terms, they don't have the funds to cover. Okay. They don't have the money to pay their customers. And so there's a lot of panic going on right now. And then also we have a US Fed meeting today, right? And the Fed meeting that they may rise interest rates. And so there's a lot of fear right now. And the Fed meeting is today at 2:30, right? So I think that that's what's going on. Exactly. And Cumulus, you're right. And this is the part that nobody's talking about. I don't know why. But leverage traders getting liquidated as well. Yeah. That's facts. This is one of the reasons why I've been saying there's so much manipulation going on in the crypto market for the last year and a half, or maybe even two. Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to get the shorts out of here, right? And this is obviously manipulated. Even if TA guys are smart, they will tell you that they've been seeing wicks that are clearly manipulated. Clearly. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get into all of that in a moment too, because we're going to get into some advanced conversation today. So Celsius has hired a lawyer and is looking for possible financing options from investors. So this has caused a lot of fear, this whole Celsius situation. Then, of course, the Fed meeting that's coming out today. And this is not just in the crypto market, but also the stock market and whatnot. And unfortunately, right, because crypto is so volatile, we get hit harder than the traditional markets. But then on the positive side, when there's going to be a reverse, and I'm talking about a rally, then we typically tend to go higher than traditional markets. Okay, so let's go back down here to this article. So this article talks about how Bitcoin fell to 23K on Monday. So as I'm currently making this video, it's at 20.5, right? And like I said, this is a falling knife. So it will definitely go to the 19.5 support. It wouldn't shock me if we go, if we go to 15. Now, if we go to 50, below 15, then 10. And then if we crash through 10, have your limit order set, bro. You know what I'm saying? Have your limit order set. But I like I said, this is not financial advice, because I'm not calling that the bottom, because anything is possible at this point, right? With this type of volatility, this is a falling knife, as I just said, okay? And so here's the thing. One of the main reasons is Bitcoin is considered a risk asset, right? And what they tend to do in the markets is they tend to sell risk assets first. In the stock market, they sell, tech assets first, right? And so Well, what's happening now is with the way this talk about a recession, inflation is going through the roof, right? Gas has risen in some places as high as $2. And where I'm at, gas over a month, right? Gas raised 79 cents in a month in the city that I'm at. And I'm pretty sure for some of you guys, you noticed in the last month that gas has raised considerably, right? And so this has once again caused a lot of fear, right? We're at a 7, extreme fear. This is at the point where now Birdman hand rub. You know what I mean? Birdman hand rub. And like I said, I wish I would have had a little bit more bread because I would be all in right now. Facts. And but you know what? I'm still dollar cost averaging. Once we get to 19.5, I'll be dollar cost averaging then. You know what I mean? And I'm not telling you guys what to do, but ain't no damn way I'm selling when I've got a lot of my coins that are down anywhere from 60 to 80%. You know what I mean? Come on now. Hugh Miller says, be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. Warren Buffett. Facts. Facts. But once again, Q Millis, people don't listen, man. It's like, did people forget what happened in March 2020? Did they forget? Did they forget what happened in November 2018? Man, it's like people have short memories or people aren't doing their research, man. This is why I always say do your research. Because if you did your research, you would understand right now why I'm cheesing, why I'm laughing. Because, man, listen, they got me in 2020. They got me in March 2020, and I was so salty when I saw what happened because I thought about it. I'm like, oh, these mofos really manipulated it because ETH went down to $100, and I bought a little bit. I bought a little bit of ETH, but when it was December 2020, and ETH was, whatever it was, 2,000 or whatever, I really saw what they did, and I'm just like, oh. And now they're running the same play. They're talking about this SP, small POX, right? They're running the same play again. Tacman Client Killer says, my portfolio is down over 50%, which is something I can't control. Everything is beyond undervalued. Yeah, everything is oversold right now in the markets, right? Everything is oversold right now. And this is what happens, bro. This is whale manipulation, guys. These are whales trying to shake out paper hands. And guess what? What happens is people who are not in the know of the market or people who are emotional, they're going to sell, right? And then guess what? Paper hands is gobbling up with whatever you're selling. They ran the same play before, man, multiple times. They ran it in 2021. Remember? from May to June, they ran the same play. Tacman Client Killer says it's best to buy what you can during the bear market. Yeah, I mean, obviously, don't go crazy, right? Don't go crazy. Put in what you can afford to lose, right? Spiritual Logic, what's going on, bro? He says, hopefully people can make money before they change the currency completely. Yeah, it's happening. I don't think that I don't know in regards to currency change. I know CBDCs are coming, right? Hold on, let me take a swig of this Perrier, guys. It is hot this morning. It's like 80 degrees already. Right? But the reality is, I'm excited for AMC to get $2, definitely, And yeah, by the way, yeah, I've been buying some AMC as well. I got into AMC at like $12. I have a couple shares. But if it goes lower, I'm with it. I'm with it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I buy stocks too. But I buy more crypto. You guys already know. H Burn says the band kept playing as the ship was going down. Steve Harvey. No one's talking about suicide rates because of this crypto crash. Yeah, RJam, I would have to do more research on that. And by the way, let me just say that, for people that are losing money, right, especially in a Terra Luna situation or Celsius situation, because I heard a guy lost his whole life savings, right? Guys, you should not be putting your life savings into crypto or the stock market. You should not be putting in more than more than you can afford to lose, right? I call it club money, lunch money, play money. Um, if you're putting in your life savings, you shouldn't be doing that. That is not good. That is not good, right? And so definitely my heart goes out to people who if they have did self deletion, but you shouldn't be putting in money uh, of your life savings. You shouldn't be doing that, or money that could affect your living situation. Shouldn't be doing that. Know what I'm saying? There's a lot of there are a lot of y'all are up early this morning. I thought it was only gonna be like 5 people, you know what I'm saying? And people, oh, and by the way, people say, oh, well, you only coming in this early. The only reason, like I said, let me say that again, because I know what they're gonna say. Oh, Solo came early so that he wouldn't get the smoke. No, let me say why I came on early. The Fed meeting is today at 2:30. So I was waiting for after the Fed meeting, right? To see what's going on. And I was gonna go live tonight, right? That's why people say, "Oh, well, where's Solo been, man?" But that Solo way he ducking in, bro. I've been on Patreon. I told you guys, 80% of my content would go to Patreon, and then 20% on YouTube. But the only reason, like I said, I was waiting for the Fed meeting to be done to go live. But I realized, Bitcoin is at such a low. Let me go live right now, and then I'll go live later tonight after the Fed meeting. You know what I mean? Facts. Q Millers one says Russian stocks are doing well right now. Too bad they're trying to make it so we American investors can't throw in. You know what? I haven't really followed the Russian stock market, so that's interesting to hear that Russian stocks are doing well. But that doesn't shock me because I know that they pegged the Russian ruble back to the gold standard, if I'm not mistaken. So that doesn't shock me. Money Buggy says the mainstream media is enjoying seeing how crypto is being affected. I am as well because millionaires are made in a bear market. Money Buggy, thank you. Thank you. You feel me? Because right now, see, this is the part that I've said this in a lot of other live streams, right? But if I would have did more dollar cost averaging in 2019 and at the beginning of 2020, right, especially during that March crash, I'd be in a different situation right now, right? But the reality is the bear market is where millionaires are made. Millionaires are not made during a bull run. No. Millionaires are made in the bear market because that's when you pick up a lot of these plays for cheap. And then in the bull run is when you cash out your profits. That's how the game is played. That's why they sell. They say buy low, sell high, right? But unfortunately, human nature is sell low, buy high. Everybody wants to get into crypto when it's going up or when it's hitting damn near the top. But right now, nobody wants to get into a market like this because, you know, fear, right? Because people don't understand how this works, how trading works, how investing works, how buying works, right? Let's say you got a new 2022 Coupe Bentley, whatever favorite Bentley model it is, and I'm just using that as a random car. Would you rather buy the Bentley when it's $500,000? Or would you want to buy the Bentley if it's on sale for 50,000? You tell me. You know what I'm saying? You tell me. Spiritual Logic says people are about to buy on the dip. LOL. Yeah, Logic, people are about to buy the dip. Definitely, bro. Like I'm buying the dip, fam. I'm definitely buying the dip. The problem is you have people that are gonna sell and they're gonna sell at a loss, which is silly, right? So let's continue here. And guys, by the way, I will continue to read comments. Okay. So once again, the Celsius paused their withdrawals, right? This has affected the crypto market a lot. And then, of course, guys, we're also dealing with the whole Russian-Ukraine situation. But then also, I believe that there's manipulation because of people trying to leverage and short Bitcoin, right? Now, what does shorting Bitcoin mean? Let's get into that real quick for people who don't know what I'm talking about. So Bitcoin shorting is the act of selling the cryptocurrency in the hope that it falls in value and you can buy at a lower price. Traders can profit from the difference in market price. Short selling takes typical mantra of buy low and sell high, and flips it on its head. So basically, shorting is just like it says, right? Where you have people that are betting for crypto to go lower, and then they try to, buy it that way, or people who are longing it, right? And the thing about it is right now, with the manipulation that goes on, if the shorters bet wrong, they get wrecked. Or if the people that are longing and get wrong, they get wrecked. They get wrecked. And what that means is that they tend to lose a lot of money. And so if you are a whale, right, and you can not just get your competitors out of business, these hedge funds, but then you also, if you drop the price and get them out of here, you can cause the price to crash, go down, and then you can buy back in at a lower rate than you bought back in for originally. Therefore, you make more profit and you have more Bitcoin, right? So when people say, oh, Solo, this sounds crazy. No. See, the SEC is already looking at crypto exchanges insider trading because of the fact that you have situations where, like, people like OpenSea in the NFT market, for example, where the guy was buying NFTs right before they would be public. Coinbase, for example, was there's been I wouldn't say FUD, but I say there's been grumblings of insider trading with them, because there's been instances where Coinbase would list the coin publicly, but before it would get listed publicly, 24 to 48 hours before, you would have unknown entities buying up a majority of that said coin or coins. And then when the coin starts to pump on Coinbase, they dump it for a profit, right? So insider trading is basically where you get information on a coin before it happens. Now, insider trading, a lot of people think it's not illegal in crypto. It technically is, okay? If you're one of these exchanges, you have to abide by the law, Now, if there are two whales amongst each other talking, I don't know. Basically, all I'm saying is this, man. Regulation is going to be coming out, and I think that what that's going to do is, with crypto regulations, it's going to definitely quell a lot of the volatility, because of the fact that what you're seeing right now with these stable coins, like, now Tron is also depegged, right? And then, of course, with Terra Luna, a lot of people getting wrecked. And there's nothing, unfortunately, to protect those consumers because of the fact that, and by the way, I'm not saying that shorting Bitcoin is bad. I'm not saying that shorting Bitcoin is bad. If you know what you're doing, then God bless you. Make that money, man. Make that bread. But just don't get wrecked. I don't short or long. I'm not trying to get wrecked. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to get wrecked. Okay, guys. Now let's get into this. So every time this comes out, I gotta bust out the historic charts or data, because we always hear the same thing. Oh, Bitcoin is done. It's finished. Bitcoin is this and that. This is all the way. It talks about major corrections all the way from 2010 up until, 2 days ago, the 15th, right? And by the way, this is still continuing, obviously. But back on September of 2010 to October, of 2010, right? There was a 94% decline. 94%. Same if you look at June of 2011 to November of 2011, 94% decline. 94%. I mean, that would have sucked, right? That would have definitely sucked, because of the fact that 94%, right? Now fast forward. I'm going to fast forward a bit here, guys. From November 30th of 2013 to January 14th of 2015, 85% correction on Bitcoin. 85%. Okay. That's a long time, guys. That's a long time. Okay. That's sheesh. That's a long time. Okay. And then we have 2017, March of the 10th to the 24th, it dropped 33%. Now I'm going to fast forward a bit too. I find it interesting that they don't have 2020 in. Now, for those of you who remember 2020, right? Bitcoin basically dropped about 65% in 3 days, right? It went from like 10,000 down to like 4,500. And some exchanges, it even went down to 3,800, right? Same type of scenario, just massive sell-off, people, massive fear, right? This was in March 2020. This was about 2 years ago, right? This was right when we had that news of the C19, right? Bitcoin dropped 65% in 3 days. That's facts. Go look it up. 3 days. It dropped 65% within 3 days, right? Ethereum went all the way down to $100, right? And so when I'm looking at, these different Telegram groups and I'm watching different content creators, I'm thinking to myself, wait, did y'all forget about March 2020? Did y'all forget about May to June of last year? Y'all already forgot what happened last year? Because if you look at it, and they've got it here from April, right? April of last year, of 2021 to June of 2021. I was here. I was active. I was definitely active, just like I'm active right now, right? 55% drop. 55% drop. So it's weird. Like, so if you've been in the markets for a while, it's like, do you guys have short-term memory? Because this happens a lot. This happens a lot. And I know for people that are new, if you've been here for a year or less, if you're new, I understand. Like, you're like, damn, man, my investments are down 50% from when I got in 6 months ago or more than that, right? But the volatility is very high in crypto, unfortunately, especially with Bitcoin, right? Now, altcoins, they get it harder. They get it harder. And so one of the things that I always say is, man, you got to have ice in your veins, man. You can't panic. And because here's the thing, for me personally, it doesn't make sense to be down now. We were down 70+% in Bitcoin, right? It doesn't make sense if some of my altcoins are down 80%. It doesn't make sense for me to be selling at 80% because eventually it will go back up. That's why I always talk about the diamond hands, because right now, for people who are criticizing diamond hands, right? And that doesn't mean I don't take profit. No, you should always take profit. You should always take profit. That's why I always tell you guys, have a profit strategy. Have a profit strategy. That's why when we had the last run up in November and October, I told you guys, take profits, take profits, take profits. I kept saying that. I even brought on a professional financial advisor on my channel. For those who remember, hit one. I bought a professional financial advisor on my channel to give the game on tax laws too, so that you guys would know what to expect for taxes. Because I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't talk about that. But she was a financial advisor. She still is, right? She's a professional, so she is qualified to give you that information, right? And for those who saw that, hit one, because we go through all of that, right? And by the way, all those videos still up on my channel, and you can also check out the Patreon, because I also talk about, different strategies there as well. The actual Kingsmith, hey man, salute to you, brother. Appreciate you, man. He says, coffee and crypto, checking in while I make breakfast. Yeah, actual Kingsmith, you know what I'm saying? People are panicking, bro. People are panicking. And to me, it's like they're running 2020 all over again, man. They're running 2020 all over again. Mr. S says, Soul of Regulations is coming. How do you think we can profit in the next few years leading up to 2024 BTC halving? It seems they're trying to make it harder to cash out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a good question. Bro, you thinking far ahead, bro. Listen, man, I'm just trying to make it through this day. I'm just trying to make it through this day. He's already thinking about the halving in 2024. But that's good. That's good. I like that. That's a great question because you have to have a long-term strategy. Right now, to be honest with you, I'm hearing people getting froze out of Coinbase. I know a couple people in my Telegram group that got frozen out of Coinbase. Yon World, salute to Yon, brother. Yon, you already know Load the ETH, Mr. Load the ETH. That's what I call him now, Mr. Load the ETH. Man, because I know for a fact, if ETH goes below 1,000, I know Yon World's doing the Birdman hand rub, and he's going to be scooping it up, right? But here's the thing. If we're talking about cashing out, right? First of all, we don't even know what the regulations are look like. We can have an idea, right? Because of the fact that we already know what some of the things that they've talked about, where they're going to be taxing transactions possibly that are $200 or more. And we already know that they require exchanges where you do KYC to, give the IRS tax information, right? So we already know that. But we don't really fully know what regulation entails yet. So that's a very difficult question to answer. Because remember, while we have and talks about regulation for America, regulation is also going to be different in other countries. Regulations might be different in Germany if you live over in Germany, Canada if you live in Canada, right? So the thing about it is that when it becomes harder to cash out, my thing, and this is not financial advice, this is what I'm doing, but you can definitely use the apps if you want to convert your money into a stable coin. And then if you want to get the money to your bank account, you can use a broker. I've done that before. I've talked about it. Check out my other videos on how to take profits and stuff like that, and 10 crypto tips, right? But definitely that's one way you can cash out, is utilize a broker, right? Another way to cash out, which I won't recommend now because of the fact I'll definitely won't recommend this way, but that's one way. But here's the thing. I think, guys, with how inflation is going up and whatnot, and by the way, guys, let me just bring up this article, right? Let me just bring this up. I think the way inflation is going up and how things are going up right now is going to be to a point that you might not have to cash out in the future, right? You might not have to cash out in the future because of the fact that some of these companies might start accepting crypto now, right? And see, guys, this is one of the things that I've been talking about on my channel. If you notice, the theme of mass adoption, right? A lot of the stuff that people talk about when it comes to the certain things of pushback, a lot of the pushback is currently because we don't have mass adoption, right? So, such as when people say, is it a hedge or not, right? Right now, you got to remember, especially in America, it's only about 10% of people that are in crypto right now. Only 10%. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot. It isn't, right? So you figure, how many people do we have in this country? What's the population in America? Hold on, man. Hold on. Let's pull this up here, man. Because I forgot, man. America population 2022, right? So let's say you have 332 million, right? So if it's 10%, you have 33 million using crypto right now. That's not a lot. Okay. So here's the thing. One thing that I've always talked about a lot in my live streams, I talk a lot about utility, right? Utility. What is crypto good for? Now, if you've been watching my videos, right, you know that I've given video, live stream after live stream that I've done where I always talk about utility and usage, right? Because a lot of people are focused on the price, but they don't understand where this technology is going with blockchain. They don't understand. Oh, it's just your metaverse. Yeah, man. Bro, people don't understand. It's not just the metaverse and Web 3.0. This is going to revolutionize everything. It's going to change your life. Remember when I keep talking about this whole Tony Starks? Remember, you're going to have your own Jarvis or your own Friday? Guys, we're approaching that realm. Well, you'll wake up and it'll be like, good morning, Mr. Starks. Would you like your coffee today or would you like your orange juice? You have an appointment at 3 a.m. We're talking about technology in the next 20 years that's going to blow your mind. Not just Web 3.0. We're talking about, you look at your cell phone, your watch, right? You guys already know they got the watches. Now imagine you click on that and it pulls up a little hologram and it shows you the meetings that you got to do. Technology is going to be moving at a rapid pace, but everybody's just talking about the price. That I consider that the micro view, but the macro view is how society as a whole is about to change. And there are a lot of people that are not ready for it. They're just not ready for it. They're just not ready for it. Salute to Negronomies. Salute to that brother, man. Y'all check out Negronomies' channel. You know what I'm saying? He's a good young brother trying to come up. Hey, brother, you need to start talking more about this crypto, bro. You slipping, man. You got to talk about what's hot. You know what I'm saying? With the 5 Canada cash bucks, I appreciate you. Q Miller says tokenization is the future. Yeah, facts. Even the stock market is going to be tokenized. People don't understand about how things are going to change. Not just, and I know a lot of people, they talk about, robots and stuff, right? How you're already starting to see how they're going to have robots implemented. Yeah, that's going to happen too, of course. But you're going to see technology change to a point that it's going to be very fast and very rapid, right? And, like my homie Spiritual Logic says, I'm not trying to deviate. Not all technology is going to be good. Some of you guys are going to be living in the metaverse. Some of you guys live in the metaverse already. What were some of you guys were to do if YouTube and Instagram goes down for a week? Know what I mean? Mr. Solving says, I don't know about Zero, LOL, but BTC to 10K, bro. Well, obviously, this is clickbait. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? The title is clickbait. But guys, let me get back to it, man. Because right now, before I go on another rant here about tech and vehicles and all of that, right? So nearly 75% of U.S. merchants plan to accept crypto or stable coins within 2 years, according to Deloitte survey. Guys, let me read that again. 75% of U.S. merchants plan to accept crypto or stable coins within 2 years, according to Deloitte survey. In 2017, when the peers at the time of when I was part of a fake clique in YouTube, right? Man, I was getting roasted about talking about crypto. People thought I was trying to push a scam, right? Oh, it's not real, man. It's fake. It's computer money, man. It's a scam, man. In 2017, right? And guess what, guys? I was breaking it down, giving brothers information. I was even doing PowerPoints back then. Facts, right? Wasn't doing it as much as I do it now, right? I was giving information. And I got a lot of people that snickered at me, that sneered at me. A lot of YouTubers that, I thought were cool people that were taking shots. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, and of course that there were some YouTubers, not every YouTuber was taking shots. Salute to Black Ram 313. Black Ram 313 wasn't taking shots. He was actually asking good questions, but I'm talking about other guys who were taking shots, not Ram. But, fast forward, right? And now you have all this evidence of adoption. Gucci's accepting crypto. Whatchamacallit? We just heard Chipotle's accepting crypto. All these entities, Elon Musk, Tesla, right? Then, of course, he reneged on that. But he said he's still open towards taking crypto in the future, right? So now you see all of that, right? All of that news is coming out. I remember I was arguing with financial advisors, not just in person, but also on my channel about crypto. And they're telling me crypto isn't a real option. And now financial advisors are talking about crypto that used to argue with me about it, right? The thing about it is if Da Vinci 15 in 2013 would have believed the people that couldn't see it, he wouldn't be where he is at right now. He wouldn't be where he's at right now. I remember 2021, my birthday. I'm in Austin, Texas. I'm chilling with my friend Ian Bellina. Shout out to him. And also this Afro beats artist. I forgot his name, but he's Instagram verified. It's my birthday. I'm chilling with these two guys, verified, right? And the whole time, it's my birthday. And we're at this like steakhouse. And I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just painting the scenario, guys, so you can understand the setting. We're at a steakhouse. It's my birthday. And it's me and these two guys, right, that are celebrities in their own field, in their own right, right? I'm chilling with them. And Ian is telling me about the future of crypto and where it's going. And he's like, bro, you're in early. You're going to be so wealthy, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there. I'm looking at Ian. I'm like, this guy, what is he talking about right now? Right? And then, so Ian is going off. And I think Ian finally realized, like, oh, man, you still don't see it yet, do you? Right? And so after I came home from Austin, right, I was up until 4 a.m. just doing my research, guys. When I came back from Austin for 3 months straight, I got like 4 hours of sleep a night at the most. At the most. 4 hours straight of sleep a night at the most. I was researching everything. I was looking at the DeFi market more deeply. I was looking at the future utilization of cross-border payments. That's how I got into the ISOs even deeper, because I finally started to understand what the ISOs really were meant to be. Not just XRP, but really starting to understand cross-border payments, looking at Web 3.0, the metaverse. And then I started to look into utility even deeper with blockchain, how it's going to help inventory, how blockchain is going to help in regards to living your day-to-day life, how blockchain is going to revolutionize not just the video game, computer game aspect, but also vehicles, airplanes, and even space travel. And how the future, with technology evolving, is much more rapid than I thought, and how we were closer than ever. And then I was like, oh, okay. So last year, then I started to get it. I really started to get it. And then you guys started to notice, right? The push. Now I'm talking about crypto more and more, to the point that I'm not even talking about the other crap that I used to talk about. I'm not saying crypto's crap, but I'm talking about the other stuff I used to talk about. How many more times can you talk about feminism? These guys are running the same videos again. I'm sorry. Those days are done. The world is changing at a rapid pace. We're talking about dealing with recession, inflation. We're talking about a food shortage. When I was talking about that 2 years ago, people thought I was crazy. Now, guess what? They're talking about not only are we dealing with a food shortage, but a famine now. I was talking about that 2 years ago. Sometimes, guys, you have to step back and really look at the future. And while it can be scary right now, the future is bright if you are prepared for it. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give you guys the game to prepare for it. Now, the rest is up to you. The research, up to you. Applying the information, up to you. But if you know what's coming, right? If you know the enemy is coming, if you're atop of the hill and you can see the enemy coming, then you can prepare for the war. But if you can't see the enemy coming, well, then you get ambushed. Shout out to Jehu Millard. He says, hey, Solo TV, I have a Ledger Nano S. Do you think people with Ledger cold wallet are safe? Yeah, Ledgers are very safe. And I'm glad. Thank you for bringing up Ledgers, by the way. By the way, guys, yeah, get your money off the exchanges. Listen, guys, you should have your money on the exchanges unless you're planning to trade if you're a day trader or swing trading, or you're doing some short-term trading, taking profits or flipping bread or whatever. But definitely get a ledger or get a tracer. Yeah, man. Always protect your crypto, bro. Know what I'm saying? Always protect your crypto, man. And also make sure that if you get a ledger, that you go on the official ledger website. Don't buy from Amazon, because in Amazon it could be tampered with. Do not buy from Amazon. Oh man, I found a ledger on Amazon for $10. So okay, no, don't do that. That's how you get wrecked. That's how you get wrecked. Okay. Ledger, Tracer, Descent Wallet is good too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, make sure to protect your crypto, man, because if you have enough crypto that you're not willing to lose, you should have a ledger for sure. You definitely should have a ledger or a Tracer or a Descent Wallet. You know what I mean? Drone Trucker says, "Why are you up so early? In Houston, Texas, about to make a delivery." Hey, Drone man, I'm up early, bro, because like I said, man, I don't be on YouTube much these days, right? And I was up early because I was actually gonna go live tonight because I was waiting for after the Fed meeting, but the way the crypto price was dropping, I was like, yo, let me go before the Fed meeting because it's interesting, man, because I done told y'all already I'd be more active on Patreon because you notice I haven't been that active on YouTube. But let me do this before the Fed meeting. So that way, after the Fed meeting, when it crashes even more, then we can discuss it even further. Mr. S says, low key, shouldn't we thank Biden for this bear market? You know what, guys? We should, right? and I say that, and I know a lot of people don't, let me explain why. I have a theory. And Mr. S, you tell me if my theory sounds like it makes sense or not. I have a theory. And I'm not going to get into all of it, but I'll get into some of it. My theory is that the markets are definitely crashing because of the powers that be. And I have a theory that the market has been manipulated a lot by Sleepy Joe. He's got his hands in the cookie jar. Remember, the laptop from hell, his son, all of that. Once again, I'm just giving you guys a theory. I'm just giving you a hypothesis, right? I believe that Sleepy Joe doesn't want to see the country do well. But I have a theory. That, to go on to what you're saying, outside of Sleepy Joe's affiliation with the CCP and what's going on in Ukraine and other things like that, I have a theory that for the Democrats, if they want to win the midterms this year, they're going to pump the markets up. That's my theory. They're going to let another rally cause. Why? Let me say this again. If the Democrats want to win the midterm elections this year, you guys think they're going to win with the way the country's going right now with inflation? Gas prices are high. People ain't happy. Black Lives Matter is getting exposed. Oh, shoot. I wasn't supposed to say that. That the founder of Black Lives Matter, who doesn't even like black men, right? She likes women. But she got exposed for buying a ranch in Utah and other places, right? Which, by the way, is funded by George Soros. But let me not get into all that because I don't want to offend Democrats here. By the way, I'm not Republican, but I'm definitely not Democrat. Right? So that's my thing. I think that eventually, if the Democrats, the demon rats, right? Democrats, demon rats, same thing. If the demon rats want this market to go back, want to get the election, they're gonna want to win the midterm elections. They're gonna prop this market back up. Q Miller says, I ain't thanking Joe for these gas prices, though. Yeah, definitely not. I mean, gas is in my city, gas is $4.80. I know some of you guys are paying $5. I think in some cities they're even paying up to $7, $8, if I'm not mistaken. Right in California, I heard they were paying $7. Yeah, I mean, no, thank you. Damn, I wish the market will get as high as Hunter was. But I do think that guys, right now, and I know, guys, I'm all over the place. Bear with me. Let's not forget the World Economic Forum. Yeah, didn't that already happen? But so basically, Deloitte, right? Let me get back on this, and then I'll get back to the chat, because you guys are asking some really good questions today. Most merchants in the United States are laying the groundwork to adopt crypto in the near future, according to a new survey from accounting giant Deloitte. In a new study, Deloitte polled 2,000 senior executives at retail organizations from a variety of industries across the U.S. about topics related to digital assets. More than 85% of the executives polled say their businesses are giving high or very high priority to enabling crypto payments. Let me say that again, guys. So Deloitte, which is a senior executive, pulled 2,000 senior executives, right? And Deloitte, by the way, they are a consultation business. They also do a lot of surveys, right? They pulled 2,000 senior executives at retail organizations from a variety. So this is not just grocery stores, okay? But from a variety of industries across the U.S. about topics relating to digital assets. More than 85%. More than 85%. More than 85% are saying that they're looking to accept crypto payments within the next 2 years, right? And guys, and salute to you, Admiral. I see you in the chat. Guys, I've been telling you guys, I told you guys this. I said this on Patreon, but I'll say this publicly. And I might have already said it publicly. But guys, remember when Walmart came out last year? And Walmart said that they're getting into the metaverse so that people could buy their groceries into the metaverse. Well, the part that Walmart didn't tell you is that they already told their employees that, hey, we'll be accepting crypto payments, but we don't know when. So skirt, slow it down. Let me say that again. I said Walmart told their employees that they'll be accepting crypto payments, but they don't know when. Now, isn't that interesting? Why would you tell that to your employees? That lets me know that they're planning on accepting it very, very soon, right? It wouldn't shock me if Walmart were to accept crypto payments within the next 12 months. Wouldn't shock me if Amazon accepted crypto payments within the next 12 months either, right? This is where utility comes in. What is it used for, right? Because, I mean, we already covered all these topics 5 years ago. Some of y'all need to really go through my videos, because I broke it down a lot better than I'm doing today, right? So at the end of the day, with cryptocurrency right now going down, and well, actually, crypto's been going up since I've been live. Hey, it's gone up $600, so maybe I should just keep going live, right? But the reality is, guys, crypto ain't going nowhere, man. It's not going nowhere. And if anything, I would even say something crazy. If anything, by Bitcoin crashing, if it loses more dominance, right, we could see an altcoin season. We could. Now, that is in one of my TA scenarios, right? That's in one of the scenarios where we could see an altcoin season by next month. If Bitcoin dominance keeps dropping and there's such a massive fear, we could see an altcoin season. Know what I mean? Now that is like one of my more bullish scenarios. The bearish scenario is Black Lives Matter 2.0 will come out. I don't know. I mean, what the way this country's going right now, what aren't we ready for? Right? What aren't we ready for? So right now, Bitcoin dominance is at 44%, right? The market cap, whew, is is brutal. 911 billion, under a trillion. That's silly. Whew. Know what I mean? Mr. S says, but I think this is proof that a lot of these companies, organizations actually weren't whales, and this is their way of catching up. Yeah, I think so too. Guys, you guys got to understand, man. The money's messed up, guys. They messed up. The traditional system is not working. It's not working. Blockchain keeps everything transparent, right? And one of the reasons why I say this is manipulation is because even technical analysis guys, if they know what they're doing, even technical analysis guys will say, yo, we've seen some wicks in the last year and a half that are clearly manipulated. Clearly. There's a lot of manipulation going on. And so what happens is when these companies, right, and then you hear stories about, and a lot of people are wondering, well, how come they're saying that people are buying more crypto, but the prices are down? That's manipulation, guys. That's what I've been trying to tell y'all since last year. It's manipulation. If you're able to sell something, right, guess what? Then you sell it. Then the other Joe, the plumber, sells it. Everybody else sells it. And while you're selling it, I'm buying what you're selling. And then we pump the price up again. And then we do the process again. Right? It's clearly manipulation. And once again, guys, for those who are just coming on, the SEC, they're already on it. Insider trading, manipulation. Because some of these whales, they collaborate. You know? That's what that is. But yeah, guys, let me get out of here, man. Because, you know, there's a Fed meeting today at 2:30, right? So they're saying the Fed meeting is supposed to be dovish. We'll see. I think, guys, that if the Fed meeting goes bad, if the Fed meeting goes bad, brace yourself. Brace yourself, man. If the Fed meeting goes bad, brace yourself. You know, if the Fed meeting goes good, I don't know. We might see another small rally. But if it goes bad, brace yourself. You know what I mean? Fear to Greed Index, just to recap, is at a 7. Looking at the historical major corrections, all-time highs. You know, we look at the graphs. We see that Bitcoin has made it through worse situations before. Now, the altcoins, not every altcoin is guaranteed to make it, right? Some altcoins might never come back. We never know. Shiba Inu, I think, will be fine. I think Shiba's going to be better than ever. I'm very bullish on SHIB. Matter of fact, I'm going to buy some more today. Facts. I'm buying more SHIB, and I'm buying more Luna, bro. They're going to pump Luna up. They're going to pump Terra Luna up like crazy. I'm talking about Luna Classic, guys. I saw a buy order on Binance for $2 billion. They're going to pump Terra Luna up. I saw a buy order at Binance for $2 billion at the 70 marker. And why are they going to pump Luna up? Well, it's easy because they have they've implemented the 1.2% tax burn rate. Binance owns they own like 5 billion themselves. I think Shiba and Luna are going to be doing very well. And of course, never forget XRP. But Terra Luna, I can see Terra Luna. If I had to make a guess of which altcoins would start pumping first, if there were to be an altcoin season in my solo scenario, right? And you guys know I have different scenarios, like Batman has different bat suits, right? But I would say Luna, XRP, and Shiba. Those would be the trend. And don't forget Doge. Those would be like the trendsetters in my solo scenario that would pump first. And I think Luna is going to come out of nowhere and shock a lot of people, right? If in my solo scenario where we have an altcoin rally coming up, right? Which has been substantiated via TA. You know what I'm saying? But once again, TA is not 100% accurate because they didn't predict this. Facts. Okay. And of course, guys, make sure to check, protect yourself, get a ledger. If you want to check out more of my content, check out the Patreon. I'm very active on Patreon. You know what I'm saying? You guys see the Patreon here. I have my watch list on Patreon that I do, my PowerPoints, right? Where I give exclusive drops. I also talk about some of the strategies that I do. Just different things, man. So check out the Patreon, guys. Now, I mean, back in April, right? I called it 27K back in April. 15K, I dropped that on Twitter. Remember, a month ago, I talked about BTC going to 15K. Stop it. Come on, man. Anyway, guys, I might go live tonight, depending on how the Fed meeting goes. If the market goes well, I'm not going live because ain't nothing to say. If the market drops even further, I'm going live. To people who are new in the market, do not fret, do not fear. This, like I said, as I've already shown you the evidence, right? This has happened before. This is nothing new, right? They forgot to put in March 2020. Bitcoin went down 65%. Altcoins went down to as much as 90%, right? And then what happened in 2020? Remember, guys? 2020, boom, DeFi summer, right? And then boom, Bitcoin finished December at nearly $50,000. We were at like 49 in December 31st. When in March 2020, we were down to about 4,000. Some exchanges even 3,800. So, guys, this is nothing new. So when people say, "Oh, you guys said we're going to 100,000," well, anything is from 20,000 to 100K. Yeah, why not? Why not? I definitely think we will still hit 100K Bitcoin by the end of the year. I definitely think so. Because if you would have told me in March 2020 that Bitcoin would hit 49,000 and we were down to 4,000 from 4,000, I would have thought you were crazy. But now anything is possible because I've seen. Listen, the only thing I haven't seen in the crypto market yet is Bitcoin to zero. Once I see that, then I can say I've seen it all in crypto. But I've seen damn near everything in this space. I was here in 2018 when it got bloody. 2019 when it got scary. 2020 when people were losing their mind. I've been through it all, bro, in this market. Listen, man, I got ice in my veins, bro. I live this. I really live this. Is there times where I get emotional in the situation? Yeah, because sometimes you get impatient. But this is just a golden opportunity for me to buy more, for me to buy at prices that I thought I couldn't buy anymore. XRP at 30 cents, and we might even, if XRP goes down to like the 27, 28 cent range, what? Remember, guys, a year ago or a year and a half ago, people were saying, "Oh, you'll never see XRP that low. You'll never see it that low." Right? Shiba at the 8 marker? Bro, I'm about to buy some more. As soon as I get off, I'm buying some more Shiba. No cap. Near? Look at Near at $3. Algorand at 30 cents. Mana at 79 cents. VeChain at 2 cents. Theta at $1. Oh my God, Theta's $1. Theta at $1? Bruh. I remember when Theta was 50. Man, come on, son. Stop it. And you know what? You know what's funny? On the next run-up, I'm going to see that again. I'm going to see people in the comments on the next run-up, right? Whenever that happens, people are going to be like, "Man, I wish I could have gotten Ethereum at $1,000, man. It's at $5,000 now, man. I wish I could have gotten Ethereum then." Well, it's at $1,000 now. What's up? Anyway, guys, God bless you. It's your boy Solo. I'm out. Peace. We going to the moon. Hey, no. Right now, we're going to the dungeon. Okay, guys, we're going to the dungeon first. 15,000, maybe 10,000. Them